Breaking update on a case 19 Investigates has been following for years. A Lorain County man partially paralyzed when a corrections officer slammed him headfirst into a wall. Will be receiving a multi-million-dollar settlement.
So this man's attorney says this case was all about holding public officials accountable. 19 investigator Mike Mason first broke this story. He has more tonight, all new at 6 o'clock.
Jeffrey Fry will receive approximately $6.3 million after Lorain County settled his civil rights lawsuit. Attorneys originally sued for $40 million. The incident happened in May of 2023. That's when surveillance cameras captured a Lorain County corrections officer slamming Fry headfirst into a concrete wall while his hands were cuffed behind his back. Fry's attorneys say the sheriff's office did not have a qualified doctor or nurse on staff to assess and treat Fry's injuries. They also say staff failed to provide him any medical care despite clear signs of a serious head, neck, and spinal cord injury. We spoke with Fry and his attorney when they filed a lawsuit in January of 2024.
Well, my hands and my arms were paralyzed, so they was just like Pinocchio with no strings.
You couldn't move them?
No, I couldn't move nothing except my neck and my mouth.
That corrections officer was fired and charged with assault, but a jury later found him not guilty. Fry's attorneys say the officer, along with paramedics, then tossed him onto a gurney. Fry says the incident has left him with partial paralysis of his limbs.
He's got neuropathic pain, which is consistent with people with spinal cord injury.
Yeah, I gotta keep my hands like this because when I straighten them out, they hyperextend and they go like this.
This incident happened before Sheriff Jack Hall took office. When he became sheriff, he investigated it, and it prompted him to create an inspector general position. The IG is responsible for independently investigating use of force incidents at the jail. We reached out to Hall for comment, but we haven't heard back. Mike Mason, 19 News.